the first episode of every week, courtesy of our friends at Kubi Renewable Energy, we have the luxury of a moment to reflect on the positives, on the stuff that fills our bucket, on the stuff that makes us happy and restores our faith in humanity. We step outside of the news cycle, so to speak, and we take a look at a positive reflection. And it just seems to fit with our friends at Kubi as amazing sponsors of the Real Talk Pond Hockey Classic, and of course as the defending champions as well, Johnny. Kudos to Kubi. They came in one of the best team names, I would say, Hat Trick Swayze. Team Hat Trick Swayze came in, and they were doing their best to defend their title against stiff competition. 24 teams there, and as Johnny mentioned, all 24 of them showed up, honoring their commitment to participate in this incredible day. Want to give a huge shout out. That's Rhett Raczynski, by the way, former Edmonton Oil King. These photos you're seeing, if you're watching us, courtesy of Carly Watson, a wonderful friend of the show. You can check her out on Instagram. We'll link to it in the show notes. And that drone footage from our buddy Brian from Noob Try Again. You see him in the chat every single day, an amazing real talker. This was a group that gathered together, singing the national anthem, collectively celebrating where these dollars raised are going to kids' sport, to uncles and aunts at large. By the way, that's $30,000 thanks to those of you that, of course, made this happen. And a shout out to our new champions, the 2025 Real Talk Pond Hockey Classic champions, Riel HC. Your names will be going on, engraved onto the Tim Loznick Memorial Trophy. That's the Lozzie Cup. And we're going to be battling for that Lozzie Cup for years and years to come. There you see him, Infamous, and DJ Alize giving us the tunes through the day. Minus 25 did not deter nor dissuade everybody from smearing smiles across their faces. The good news was, Johnny, that the beer was not warm, not for a single second. I don't know how our friends at DQ managed to keep those double cheeseburgers hot, but they sure did. And boy, did we ever have a good time. A shout out to the city of St. Albert for their amazing support through this event, including keeping that ice swept, the ice sweeping, courtesy of our friends at Apex Automation. Want to thank our presenting sponsors at Molson Canadian. Look at this drone footage from Noob Try Again. How cool is that? Want to let you know that this tournament happens each and every year, and you can always register ahead of time. We'll let you know when that registration opens. Our early bird prize winners winning tickets to go see the Edmonton Oilers battle the Maple Leafs just a few hours after we wrapped. Those bonfires were burning through the day. And it just reminded me how proud we are to be Canadian. It doesn't get any more Canadian than this. I mean, like, my eyelashes were literally freezing shut, Johnny. And yet still, look at those smiles. Look at the good energy that was on display all through the day at Larry Alexiak Field. I want to give a special shout out to our volunteers. I've mentioned Goose and Noob Try Again, two of our incredible friends of the show that were out there, but there was an entire team of volunteers that were out there setting up the tents. This is not the glorious stuff. This is the hard work that is required for a tournament like this to happen. But the night before the tournament, on the Friday night, friends, with wind chill, it was minus 30. The tournament day with the wind chill, it was minus 28. And the morning after the tournament, that's yesterday, Sunday, it was minus 30 with wind chill. And our volunteers were out there assembling and then taking down and cleaning up a venue for 150 participants, managing the site cleanup, getting those tents all packed up again and taken down. It's a huge undertaking, and this tournament would not happen. We would not be able to raise $30,000 for charity without volunteers like Goose and Noob Try Again. Want to give a shout out to both of those two who put in about 20 hours at least over the weekend making sure that this happened. It's amazing that everybody committed to the event regardless of the obstacles that were thrown our way. We overcame adversity. We had an absolute blast. And ultimately, this is a story that we will tell for years and years and years. You know, it's wonderful when a pond hockey classic like this gets minus 5 degrees and everybody can skate around in their hoodies. Nobody's wearing gloves and everybody's outside around the bonfires. It's a different vibe and a special vibe when it's minus 25 and everybody still shows up. I want to give a special shout out to Craig Strain, the founder of this tournament, who proudly represents the Canadian Progress Club, the St. Albert chapter. I want to thank St. Albert's Mayor, Kathy Heron, whose team commits to this every single year, removing those other obstacles, and of course making it possible for us to show up year after year after year for such a wonderful cause. Thanks to those of you who support the event in whichever way you can. Some Real Talkers brought your kids out. You came out yourselves even for a half hour just to show your support, to post on Instagram about it, and to link people back to our website. That means more to us than you could possibly know. Again, congratulations to Riel HC, the winners of the 2025 Real Talk Pond Hockey Classic. We'll be back at it again February 2026, and we'd love to see you there. 5 new teams this year, by the way, which is cool to see, and I'd love to see competition to see if maybe, just maybe, we can get a few more new teams out there next year. I'll take this opportunity to let you know you can save the date. Thursday, June 19th will be the Real Talk Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Another wonderful day raising funds for a good cause. In that case, the Real Talk Julie Rohr Scholarship.